What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Didn't know what video I was going to make today. We didn't really get any like brand new content, like new rerolls or anything. Couldn't do anything with that. We already went over zero chill. Didn't want to rush out and no money spent, so we're just kind of going to chill, talk about the market, because we're in a really weird state right now. We're going to talk about our investments, so, future investments, just talk about the market pretty much. But let's hop right into it. LTD, Henry, and Simmons, really, because they're kind of just the same investment type. We have to understand, and you guys have to understand, that these cards are not going to go from 290, 300k to 400k in one day. The sheer amount, the pull rate on these cards was absurd. These cards are still getting flooded onto the market for 300k. They just aren't going to go up to 400k in one day. We have to have a realistic expectation. A lot of you, even bigger YouTubers, have talked about investing in Derrick Henry. For me, I still think it as a way, like, we're going to be buying for under 300. We're going to sell for 450 probably late this weekend or middle of next week. The one thing to note that I do still love about Derrick Henry, and it's kind of a really good sign, is he is still getting bought at an absurd rate, like 10 times per minute. If you own MutGG on Xbox, I mean, even on PlayStation, he's actually at like 315 right now, but they're getting bought at an absurd rate, so it's only a matter of time until he slowly starts to rise. Derrick Henry, probably, I don't think it's outrageous to say he's the best MUT card we've seen in the past 5 years. I don't really care about Eric Dickerson. This card is absurd. He's the best card in this game. It's not even close. It's just a matter of time when he goes up, but you have to be a little more realistic with Simmons, with Derrick Henry. It's going to take some time. The more patient you are with these cards, the better. The only risk with Derrick Henry and Isaiah Simmons is if EA gets back to the office and does make rights and gives out a bunch of Derrick Henry and Isaiah Simmons, it might kind of just halt the progress of Isaiah Simmons and Derrick Henry with their price rising. Another thing to note, and again, it's kind of just, we're waiting for that wave of Derrick Henry and that wave of Isaiah Simmons to stop being listed. If we actually go check out Darnell Savage, Quentin Spain, Akeem Hicks, you'll notice there's like only 15 cards up of each. When they were in packs and when they were in rerolls, there was 100 of each of them. Like, it was absurd. So we kind of just gotta wait. We gotta chill with Derrick Henry, Isaiah Simmons. Trust me, they're a no-risk investment. It's just going to take a little bit of time. You're not going to be making 200k per card. You're making like 75k to 100, but it's going to take a little bit. But it's guaranteed profit. Just be patient. Team with Kyler, I told you guys basically, well, it was more like, if you, it's just a great investment overall. Team of the Week cards are super rare. They're just really hard to obtain, in terms of, like, you can do the week 1 like reroll set for Kyler Murray, but it's just really hard to pack. If you bought him before the reveal for under 20k, you're making 25k. If you bought him yesterday at that price, I kind of told, like, hey, I still like under 35k, just because it's a Team of the Week card. Kyler Murray, very popular NFL player. He's gonna get bought by a lot of people, and we could see on PlayStation he's been like 60k all day. Xbox, he's been fluttering between 45, 55k. I think anything above 50k, you just sell off. Right? Take your profit. You're still making 10k if you bought yesterday. You're making 25k if you bought before the reveal. Really, really great investment. What with Kyler, I will say, sell off today, because as the days go on, the first day, the demand for Kyler Murray, and then it kind of just fades off day by day by day. So just chill with Kyler Murray. Now, Marlon Humphrey, this one really, really puzzles me, and I'll go into why. But he's only about 18k. PlayStation, he was 25 to 30k. I really don't understand Marlon Humphrey, and I'll get into it. All right, so we go on MutGG, and we actually check out the buy rate of the limited edition Marlon Humphrey. Again, like Derrick Henry, like Isaiah Simmons, this card is getting bought pretty frequently. Like, people are also pulling him, keeping him, but he's getting bought almost 10 times a minute. So it means a lot of people are buying Marlon Humphrey for their team, not really as investments, because they're buying it for like 290, 295, which is a little expensive. And then if we go to the superstar Marlon Humphrey, which is actually about 49, I'm surprised this card went up with the set, but it's getting bought about, I'd say, 10 times every 5 minutes, 10 times every 7 to 8 minutes, which is a good rate. And if you're buying the 89 Marlon Humphrey, you are powering up the card. There's no question. Like, why would you buy the 89 Marlon Humphrey? But if we go to the core elite, it just doesn't make sense at all. The core elite's only getting bought, like, I'd say 10 times every 10 minutes, like in comparison to like 10 times every 5 minutes for the superstar. It just doesn't really line up. Like, why would you be buying the superstar Marlon Humphrey? Like, you're powering up Marlon Humphrey. He's a skill position player. Like, he's a cornerback. It's just really weird. Like, an 85 Lane Johnson went up to 60k, but an 85 Marlon Humphrey, which is like the 96, is a really, really good card. He's like only chilling at 18k. I'm just going to hold on to Marlon Humphrey. I can't really see him going down that much anymore. I'm going to try to get 25k, but that one really, really puzzles me. I don't really understand why there's not enough, like, why isn't there more demand for the core elite Marlon Humphrey. I'm out all over the place. But Ricky Williams, Team Diamond, if you had the balls to pick him up under 200K. You are profiting massive. I picked up one more last night for 200K right before I got off, and I'm happy I did. I actually sold my first one for like 280. Probably should have been a little bit more patient. There's just none up, right? There's no... it's really hard to get the Ricky Williams. You can only get him through the Dolphins Team Diamond set, and all those golds in that set are absurd prices, so he's just like never really listed. So the quantity, just kind of the stock ran out of Ricky Williams Team Diamond. So yeah, he's going for about 330K. You'll make about 100,000 coins after tax if you bought under 200K. I know I said under 175, but it's probably really hard to pick him up yesterday. In terms of these Zero Chill LTDs today that came out, Ricky Williams, Marlon Humphrey, you can start buying them as investments. I do also kind of like them. Not more than Derrick Henry, not more than Isaiah Simmons, but you can just tell there's not as many of these being put onto the market because it's just a little more expensive to do rerolls, and the cards aren't as good as Derrick Henry and Isaiah Simmons. So you can just tell there's not as many Ricky Williams, Marlon Humphreys on the market. I think anything under 280K, that's really the lowest an LTD can go because they quick sell for 250K. So if you pick one up for under 280, love it as an investment. You can start sniping it today. You don't really have to wait till tomorrow. It'll probably be easier to buy these cards tomorrow. But if you want to get a head start on sniping these cards, under 280K is a solid price. I do like Marlon Humphrey a little bit more than Ricky Williams because you always need 3 cornerbacks playing, and you really only need 1 running back. So Marlon Humphrey, tad bit, and he's cheaper to power up, you would say. So I'd like Marlon Humphrey, of course, a little bit more than Ricky Williams. Sorry, I'm all over the place. But now we're gonna kind of hop in and talk about the snow market, the trading market, some future investments, because we are in a really awkward spot when it comes to investments in the market as a whole. Like trading right now, we are at 11 per. We haven't seen 11 per since even pre-harvest, I would say. Like, we have to go back 1.5 months to get to where training was, which is just, it's insane to me. I mean, we know why. We know why training and snow is up. Right? It's a rerolls, but it's just, for me, the market, it is a seller's market. It's why my binder is really thin, except for LTDs. I've sold off all my present cards. I was planning on quick selling some of them and doing rerolls, but I just couldn't say no to selling a 92, which was going for like 60K on Saturday, and I could sell it for 120, 125K with lazy selling. It's absurd. Snow the same way. A 93 overall just this past week. It's really weird how snow is at an all-time high, and we're coming to the end of Zero Chill. We're in a really, really weird time to me. But yeah, we know the reason. We talked about this all last weekend. I regret not buying more snow to do rerolls, but there's nothing really to do right now in terms of menu grinding, unless a FIFA term. But menu grinding mean like reroll sets, like ways to make coins. Rerolls are the only like fun thing to do, I would say, right now. And the only way you can do them with snowflakes and training. Like, there's not a lot of like brand new content, I would say. Like, we have Zero Chill, but there's nothing like crazy that we like love about Zero Chill. It hasn't really been the best content, and then there's no supply going onto the market. If you go look at the packs in the store, in my opinion, if you're buying packs with money, why are you, like, the best cards to pull right now are like, if you want to buy the best cards or pull the best cards, LTDs, you're doing rerolls. You're not buying packs. So the problem is, and this is kind of like an econ term, or I don't mean to sound like a teacher, but it's like, we literally have a shortage of training in snow. There's no training in snow actually being put onto the market. We're just buying it all, quick selling it, and doing rerolls. And we're not actually, like, most people aren't putting the Zero Chill players that they pull back on the market to sell. They're just kind of quick selling them and rolling till they get LTDs. We're not getting any training, any snow put back onto the market, and it's going to be this way until next Monday. I don't believe we have content on Friday, so it's just with LTDs pretty much until next Monday. And unless we get an absolute banger of legends on Saturday, like let's say Namdi and Eric Dickerson, which will make people actually want to pull packs, training in snow is just, like, I don't know how to say this, but it's just going to keep slowly rising. The demand is going to stay there, and the supply, we're out of supply. No one is actually putting any supply on the market. But again, it's kind of a great time for the market if you have a lot of investments and, like, just sell. You can check out my binder, like, core elite wise. I'm holding on to some core elites. I've sold off, like, I planned on keeping some Gridiron Guardian Aaron Rodgers, Jalen Ramsey's for, like, future Team of the Year AP cards. And it's like, how could I say no to 125K when these cards probably in 2 to 3 weeks, when the market just absolutely takes a dump, when there's no kind of LTDs and rerolls anymore, they're probably going to be like 90 to 100K. I can't say no to 125K for a 92. The only real investments I'm truly holding, I'd be looking to buy, I'd say if you get it for 30K, Javon Curse, Reggie White. The fact that we've seen Campus Heroes be legends like the past few weekends, it's probably a decent investment. But yeah, there's not really a time right now. I think it's not a good time to invest for playoff cards or really anything except LTDs. It's just, we're in a dead period right now. I'm probably going to start uploading more no money spent vids because there's not a crazy amount of stuff to do in terms of Madden. Rerolls are super expensive. The profit margin for them has kind of just died because snow has gone up so much, training's gone up so much. So there's not that much to kind of like do in Madden right now. I'm probably going to play some weekend league. Probably going to play all 25 weekend league games this weekend. But yeah, that's kind of where the market's at. I really think it's a great time to get fully liquid, except if you're investing in LTDs. Any card you probably bought over the weekend is just at an absurd price, and we should see whenever we get an odds boost, probably when they come back in the office, we should get an odds boost very early on, and with no LTDs, with the bonus rerolls being removed, probably we should see a really big drop in training and just overall prices of all cards, and that's when I'm gonna be going crazy for like playoff investments. Right now, we're kind of just in this dead period. We don't really have anything to do. I'm not buying a core elite 88 for 30k when it's going to be 20k in about 2 weeks. So yeah, kind of just chill on the market. LTDs are the only investment I'm making right now. Nothing really else. Kind of just, vibing, chilling. Madden 22. Kind of, we got like a dead period, week and a half until they're back in the office and we get team of the weeks and stuff like that. So hopefully we could get team standouts, not this Friday, but next Friday when they're back in the office, January 5th. But, hopefully Madden has something up their sleeve for that, because it could be a very boring time for Madden for the next 2 weeks. But that is going to be all for the video. Again, no money spent will be out tomorrow, and then I'll have like a video if there's any content actually dropping on Friday, tomorrow afternoon. No stream tonight. Going to be working, again, editing my stream layout and all that stuff, trying to improve it. Stream though will be happening Thursday night. We're going to play some weekend league stuff like that, maybe do some re-rolls, who knows. But that's going to be all for the video today. Like, comment if you have any questions, subscribe if you're new. Discord link, as always, in the description. And until tomorrow, peace.